In the past 24 hours, we have been able to generate 99.8% in profit right over here, and our total balance for the account is 204 US dollars. Now, remember a few weeks ago, as a matter of fact, to be very precise, 4 weeks ago, I sat here and I deposited $2 into my Polymarket account, and I was able to flip it to about $20, which is a 10x, and that $20 was able to be flipped, and right now we are currently sitting on a balance of a 204. And just to show you that I'm not bluffing, let me just sell these shares. And this was a result of yesterday's prediction market, the prediction market for BTC up and down for January 6th, and we beat the market, the system, by $1,083 right over here. So I'm going to be giving you the thought processes that I had in order for us to take this audacious type of trade. So let me just close and confirm this sell right over here. So boom, we are confirming the transaction. So you guys definitely do see that this is actually going down. So boom, we were able to turn our $100 into $200. So if you guys really want to find out exactly where we are definitely going to be trading, or rather what we are going to be doing in the next 24 hours, just join my trading group. Link is going to be in the description. It's going to be very helpful for you. So as you can see, the cash balance is around 206 and the portfolio is around 206, so we are good to go. So let me explain to you why I was able to take this prediction market. So in yesterday's trading session, we were literally around these levels, and remember, we spoke about the Wyckoff schematic. So from the grand scheme of trading things, we are in this particular trading angle. And like I told you, right, the only thing that Bitcoin is going to be doing from now till the next foreseeable future is we're just going to be doing this, that, and then eventually decide where we're going to go, either down or up. So guess what happened? We reached the top of this particular threshold. So what's going to happen naturally? It's going to go down, and this is one of the reasons why yesterday I was confident. And a lot of people who happen to be part of my trading group, they were probably looking at me crazy, because the price of Bitcoin a few hours ago was like literally around 94,000 US dollars. So we pumped as high as 94,800 US dollars right over here. And the time we were taking this trade, the time I gave out the buy signal in my group, right, we were around these levels, and it was so very risky of us, and people didn't believe in me, because obviously the prices were going crazy. And today we had crazy pushes up and down, but eventually the trade went very well, and we were able to get in on very minimal down shares. Personally, I got in at 30 cents. I also traded 60 cents. I sold and bought back around 20 cents, and so on and so forth. But when it comes to this trading account, this is what I was able to do. I was only able to get in at 50 cents because I got wicked in and out. And remember, this is my public portfolio right over here, and we're flipping $20 into 20,000 US dollars. So there's other trades that I'm doing in my other private accounts that you guys do not get to see, because you might end up hacking me. So anyhow, the reason why I took that particular trade is because I knew for a fact that it's just a matter of time till the liquidity is grabbed. And by the way, here the liquidity was slightly pushed up. And by the way, if you guys understand anything about trading, one thing that you have to identify or get to think about religiously is where the liquidity is when it comes to a particular trading session. You see, when we were trading here, right, a lot of shorts were accumulating. Therefore, the good liquidity was to trigger a lot of stop losses and push it towards the upside. And after that was triggered, right, the other liquidity was here and there, because a lot of people who were shorting here, a lot of them got stopped out, and by the time the price came back to these levels, right, these guys who were shorting around these levels got destroyed, and they obviously cashed out, and we ended up pushing up. So if you guys can really see, because I've got wicks, there's a wick. I don't know whether you guys can see. Let me try and zoom in. Do you see these wicks right over here? Okay, here. Do you see that extension? So we went as high as 94,700, and the regular trading volume was around 94,200. So if you compare it with the previous attempts that we had, right, the highest that we went was 94,600. So keep those numbers in your head. 94,600 was the highest price point that we have had experienced in this particular range thus far. So what the market makers did is to trigger the stop losses, but they didn't really trigger it so much because and one thing that you can understand from this particular trading action is, look, the market has got no momentum, because if 94,600 was triggered, if there was a lot of momentum and buying volume in the markets, we could have triggered an avalanche and just a price push towards these levels, because there's another liquidity at 106. But due to the fact that we've got very minimal amounts of momentum in the market, it didn't do anything. And this is one of the reasons why I knew that the market makers were going to have like a sharp reversal. And this is one of the reasons why you have obviously seen the price of Bitcoin, dump from about 94,700 all the way down to around, 91,800, because this is the current price that we're having. So can you imagine the price dropping by about $3,000? What does that tell you? It tells you that there's no momentum, there's no actual tangible momentum in this market, and therefore we are going to see the price drop to further levels, and we're obviously going to be range bound, and we're going to be trading in these areas. So to all the people who belong to my private trading group, right, you guys already have the cheat code, because I gave you the specific levels where the liquidity is and where you can expect serious bounces. So as a matter of fact, right over here, right, I could give you an example. For example, in this particular level, right, this was a very good area that showed a lack of liquidity, and this is one of the reasons why we got triggered out of this liquidity zone, and the next liquidity zone that we're reacting to is between this level. So if you guys are able to understand and read liquidity zones and levels where market makers are going to be interacting with the markets, you guys are going to be able to predict what might happen. Okay, so this is not really sorcery, this is not really luck, because if it was luck, right, I wouldn't have been shorting the markets at 94,800. Trust me, I was like screaming on top of my lungs. People who know me privately, I was telling them, look guys, as much as it looks bullish, this is a very good area to put in shorts, some like serious crazy shorts, and lo and behold, I got vindicated after the markets tried to fight it. But the thing is, you can't really fight liquidity, because where liquidity lacks, it's going to be a tragedy, and this is one of the reasons why I was able to confidently take this particular down share vote, and I was able to flip and make 100% profit in 24 hours. So realistically speaking, of course there are certain market moments where you cannot trade. Like I didn't end up trading these levels as aggressive as I could, because we had the festive seasons, and there was just like a lot of commotion happening. So once I saw that the price was going up, right, from 87, I knew where the next trade was going to be. Okay, so if you guys want to figure out what I'm going to do in the next 24 hours, please feel free to join our trading group in the description. So in case of today's trading session, so let me even take a look at what we have in today's trading session. And I think I already pointed this out in my private trading group, that all of a sudden Polymarket has removed the 4-hour prediction market for BTC, which is quite crazy. So there's only an hourly prediction market, which is very risky. I wouldn't recommend you to trade the hourly. So if you look at the Bitcoin up and down, right now the value of Bitcoin down shares is literally at 64 right now. So if you guys were able to get in earlier, you're already in profit. So these are very easy trades. So I'm not really going to tell you exactly what I'm doing, because this is like specific information which is literally reserved for my private trading community. So I'm definitely updating them as soon as possible. So I'm just waiting for a few things to play out, and then I'm going to tell them what we are going to be doing. So yeah, I hope you guys understood my analysis and my analogy for taking shorts at this particular level. And yeah, we are on the journey to flipping $2 into 20,000 US dollars. So how many more flips do I need? I need 20 more flips. So $2 to about $20 is a 10x. Then $20 to $200 is another 10x. So literally in the past 4 weeks, I have done a 20x from $2 all the way to 206. So my predictions are, it's going to take me another 2 months, because realistically speaking and from a practical perspective, it's taking me about a month to do a 10 to 20x. So when it comes to bigger amounts of money, I'm going to be very careful, because they require me to have a very good risk management. So my risk management is going to be increased, and I'm going to stop being as aggressive as I have been. So this is one of the reasons why it's probably going to take me a whole lot longer to flip a $200 into 20x, because my risk appetite and analysis is going to be very, very strong. So yeah, if you guys like this particular episode, please let me know. And you already know what to do in case you want to get the cheat code. So I've already made a 20x in December, and let's see how January is going to end up being. So subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to be on this journey with me.